She thought a luxury bag was worth more than keeping a roof over her family's head, but that reckless choice led to an eviction no one saw coming. Let's see how her man would react.
See, this is talking about. Why is it when I come home, I see an eviction notice on the front door? And look at my wife, just in there acting like I'm home. Casually just packing stuff up while we getting put out. You mind telling me what happened?
Yes, I bought the car sitting outside.
Okay.
I bought myself a Chanel bag.
You bought yourself a Chanel bag, but you didn't pay for the mortgage?
I wanted to do something.
Are you
for
crazy?
myself.
Have you lost your mind?
So let me get this straight. She's months behind on the mortgage, facing an eviction, and instead of paying the bills, she goes and buys herself an expensive bag. No bills, no food, no electricity, but a shiny bag, like that's going to solve their problems.
Did you really just sit here and tell me you bought a Chanel bag? Meanwhile, we were 7 months behind all our mortgage.
The lights are still on.
For who? Not for us. The next person's gonna live in this house? That doesn't serve us any good.
You watch TV, there's a remote. We still got
Where am I gonna watch TV at? Outside? On the street?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Look,
You really sit here and act like ain't nothing going wrong and it's not a big deal, and we're literally getting put out of our house. Do you forget how hard we worked for this house? I saved for years to put even a down payment on this house. I trusted you with my money.
I bought you something.
I don't care about that. Take it back. I don't want anything. I want my house.
She's acting like it's completely fine, and they're just handing out houses outside.
I cannot believe this. And you just acting like ain't nothing wrong right now.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
Oh my God, like, are you kidding me?
Well, you want to help me?
No, I want my house.
Well, you won't have another house.
Where? Where? Not this one. This is the house that I want.
We both getting put out. So
Yes, we're getting put out because you were irresponsible. I trusted you all this time.
This man is devastated, realizing he can't even trust his own wife with money. Honestly, this is divorce material right here.
And you've been sitting here acting careless, spending money on clothes, bags, and what is all this other stuff? Is that a computer? Like, what is going on? I'm really shocked by how cool and how chill you are about this. We have an eviction notice.
It's an evil world we live in.
We're getting put out. We don't have nowhere to stay. We don't have anywhere to stay right anymore. Help you pack? No. I can't even look at you right now. I don't even know if I want to be with you anymore. Yes.
then leave.
And then, when he says he doesn't even know if he wants to be with her anymore, she claps back with, "Then leave. You can't make this up."
Yeah, I think I might. Oh, really? And then leave.
Go ahead.
So you just don't care about nobody but yourself.
If that's what you think.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She belongs to the streets.
This is just crazy to me.
Well,
What are you doing?
I'm packing that house. We have to leave by tomorrow.
Wow.
So you might want to start.
And you weren't even gonna say anything.
Well, you would see it.
I had to come home to an eviction notice. I've been at work all day and I'm coming home to an eviction notice because my wife is out here spending money on Chanel bags instead of paying the bills like she's supposed to.
Let me tell you something.
You don't do anything. You don't have a job. I've been trusting you with my money.
And that's why I have a computer, so I can get a job.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
I hope the bag can hold all her belongings, because her priorities are non-existent. The way she's talking sounds to me like she's moving out and leaving him.
My wife secretly spent our $400,000 house fund on plastic surgery. I'm 35 years old and my wife and I have been saving for our dream house for 8 years. We both work, live in a tiny apartment, drive old cars, skip vacations. Everything went toward the house fund. We finally hit $400,000 last year and started looking at properties. But every time we found a house we liked, my wife would find some excuse not to put in an offer. The kitchen was too small, the neighborhood wasn't right, something was always wrong. I thought she was just being picky. Last month, I went to transfer money for a down payment and the account was almost empty. Only $23,000 left. I thought we'd been hacked, so I called the bank immediately. They showed me transaction after transaction to various medical practices and cosmetic surgery centers. When I confronted my wife, she broke down and admitted everything. Over 18 months, she'd been getting procedures done: breast augmentation, liposuction, facial surgeries, Botox, fillers, everything. She said she wanted to look perfect when we moved into our dream house.
The only difference now is that there is no house after what she pulled.
Dave, she spent her entire future on her face and body. The worst part is, I never even noticed the changes because they were gradual.
Come on, man.
Now we're back to square one and she looks like a completely different person.
Not all women are like this. My wife doesn't spend anything without asking me. She never asks me for anything other than letting her go see her mom twice a year, who lives a flight away.
Do you care to explain why there's almost a $15,000 charge on the joint savings account?
I bought a new fursuit.
A new fursuit for how much?
For 15. From the account.
That was a joint account. We were buying a house together.
Yeah,
why would you?
Joint savings account. What are you talking about?
We talked to each other about these things. It's an agreement we made.
No, I deserve to buy myself something, so I got a new suit.
Can't even afford a new car, let alone a $15,000 fursuit. Why would you?
Okay. Whose fault is that?
I beg your pardon?
I'm just telling you.
That's your fault.
I don't care whose fault it was. I expect it back in my account by next week.
Okay, well, I spent it already.
Okay, well, you better get it back because guess what?
Well, I can't.
Small claims court will handle this, all right?
I can't.
And now I've got evidence.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that she spent that money on a piece of clothing or not telling him about it.
My income, you don't have to work at all.
Yeah, but I like to spend, so we do need.
But that's the part we need to work on is the spending.
Yes, I agree. What he just said was 100% right. But you know this. Again, you're in the circles. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't apply it.
It's because you prefer the spending.
I have a problem. I know I have a problem.
Well, no, but your lack of addressing it, clearly you enjoy the problem more than any benefit that'll come from applying any solution. I mean, you do. Chick-fil-A in Nordstrom and Chick-fil-A in Easy Lane. Target, who knows? You know, it could be anything. Sonic Drive-In, going to the gas station, getting some bull. Chick-fil-A, Tiff Street's not even good anymore. Chick-fil-A, Shipley's Donuts.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Some museum, Chick-fil-A, went inside, got some BS from the gas station, Magnolia, and a lot of financed flights.
The look of the husband is pure disappointment.
When it comes to paying the bill, we as men, we don't know you. We don't know if you're worth it yet. So we're not going to pay to find out. I don't get this pushback against equally investing into the start of a relationship. I bet most of you would describe yourselves as feminists. I bet most of you would say you believe in gender equality, equality between the... But it's funny, when that check comes, y'all are really quiet about being feminists and believing in equality.
But back in the day, they used to provide for women because they worshipped women, not because...
I don't think it's because they worshipped women. It's because women provided something very unique, solely and exclusively to their husband, that is not really happening today.
That's why we're not choosing to invest that early, especially when you hear many men out there being used for meals and such.
For instance, their body.
What? Oh.
Paying bills is a man's job. A man's job.
And what exactly is the woman's job in this particular relationship scenario? I have seen a lot of women express this very same opinion in regards to, shall we say, the gender roles in relationships, but I see very little expressed in regards to what exactly the women are doing. And the better question is, are they married or are they just dating? Because I have seen some individuals that actually think that men should be supporting women while they're dating, and I do not agree with that. But, in my opinion, when it comes to successful relationships, relationships are partnerships, and each individual should be contributing equally, if not differently, to the overall success of that relationship. So, if the man is providing all of the financial support, what exactly are the women in those situations doing to contribute to the success of the relationship? I do believe that this is something that should be further discussed.
You're goddamn right. It should be a partnership indeed, but all we see lately is one side putting in everything and the other giving little to nothing back.
How much does a wedding ring have to cost?
Baby, it could be $50. It really doesn't matter. I just want to be in love. I want to be genuine. I want a happy, healthy marriage. So the ring, I mean, what the cost of the ring, it really doesn't mean anything because it's not like I'm going to go sell it. But the ring is just a symbol of my commitment to my man. So however much he can really afford, whatever he feels like he wants to give me, I think that's better than, listen, these kids with no marriage. So I'd rather the ring and my man than the cost of it. That don't matter to me.
So, like, he could give you a ring pop and you would...
Baby, take me to the courthouse with that ring pop. Thank you. Hello.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a winner's mentality, and she's a keeper for sure.
What percentage of modern women are marriage material?
Let me be honest. It's not very many. You know why? Women are in tune to their body. They're not in tune with running a household. They're in tune to social media. They're not in tune with the needs of their significant other or their kids. That, you know, I'm just going to be honest. The women really is like, it's all about me. And I don't know if it comes from the experience that they've had or I don't know.
Why then, if that's true, why do we have the expression, where have all the good men gone, but nobody's asking where have all the good women gone?
Oh, they do. From where I'm from.
We're the prize. And if women don't know that we're the prize, we're the prize.
I don't think so.
How can someone think they're the prize without providing anything?
If your wife spends too much money, the second you get married, finances are a team issue. And if you let your wife spend your money outside of those boundaries, you are declaring to her that there are no boundaries. And if there are no boundaries, you're a
You're goddamn right.
A lot of times men are taking the lead of the woman, which in my opinion is it's the man that comes in. The man has to lead the way in terms of whether you're being frugal with your money, you budget your money, you gotta do something. You need to focus on your money together as a team.
That's true. You need to set boundaries on how money is spent and have conversations before you come to that, or else she'll spend it without even a discussion or permission.
My wife had no clue what my days were looking like. Because she didn't have to earn the money, it was very easy for her to spend it. So one day I just took her on a ride along with me. Hey, you're gonna come with me to the start of my day, to the finish of the day. You don't have to work, you don't do anything, but I want you to see what this day looks like. And by 8 o'clock, she was just like, we've been in the car for 12 hours. You do this every day? I said, yeah. And that was like her moment of like, oh, this is the cost of the money. But so many guys are afraid to set boundaries because they think if they do, she's gonna leave.
You shouldn't be afraid of her leaving. That should be the least of your concerns. The main one should be avoiding someone who spends your hard-earned money like there's no tomorrow.
You get married, she wants to merge your bank accounts. This is a very tricky question because there is a benefit in keeping separate accounts. But I think personally, if you're getting married, you're joining your lives together. Yes, you got to be one. You got to act as a unit. You got to make sure you're making decisions together as you're spending. What is the amount of money that we can spend without it telling each other? And my wife and I, it's $100. Anything above $100? Hey, checking in. Can I spend $110 on this? It's always important to merge your lives entirely together if you're going to get married.
Beautifully and simply explained.
Man of your dreams, $50K per year. Are you taking them?
Absolutely not. Like a good
so
father
how much
to
should
your
your
children.
husband make?
My husband?
Yeah.
I'm 20.
Your 50K is not enough, so how much?
At least $1 million a year.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's okay. You gotta
What traits would you
100%.
bring to the table to keep that going?
Well, of course, loyalty. I'm an attractive woman, so of course I would attract a man like that.
Okay.
And family values, morality. I come from a good family.
Just because your family is doing well and you are decent looking isn't enough to claim you bring anything to the table.
I'll take cooking classes. I don't know how to cook, but I'll take cooking classes.
Bruh, okay.
I don't know what else to say. What else do you need?
So, do you think that deserves a $1 million man?
Not even close.
For me to be comfortable, like staying at home and not working, I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work.
Huh?
Anywhere from 70 to 100K. $500,000. I know that 1% of men make $500,000, or like less than 1% of men or something.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like, you need to make more money. So it really just depends. 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
Relax.
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000. If I was making significantly less than a partner, it would make me feel insecure, like I wasn't on the same level as them. Not that I'm trying to like be super equal with my partner.
Oh, hell no.
Luckily, the elite men don't look that way, or they'd risk losing that money.
How much should a man spend on a wedding ring?
Oh, I think a lot. She deserves it. Over 10 grand.
I mean, yeah, I think it should be a decent amount of a 1 year salary, I believe is the typical.
Like a 3 carat.
Yeah. I mean, you want it to be beautiful, but you also want it to be sentimental. So, you know.
What happened to just wanting something that has meaning?
So how much do you want yours to cost?
I don't think it's about cost. I think it's about more so the appearance of it and the sentimental value of it. I don't know.
You think you could tell the difference between a 100,000 diamond and a $1,000 diamond?
Of course. Yeah.
By looks?
Honestly, I don't know.
So that was a lie.
If they're not going to sell it, why would they want some expensive ring? I would assume it's the greed of wanting to sell it someday.
I've seen some crazy fake rings. I don't know. Like that fake diamond? What's that fake diamond?
But you still want yours to be over 10K?
Real, yeah.
Of course,
Mine better be real.
You want it to be of high quality and high value, but
because it might wear off over time. I don't know.
Whew, ladies, this whole trend of being reckless, spending your husband's money on social media, embarrassing. Being provided for is a blessing. It's not an entitlement, like some of y'all are making it out to be. What type of respect are you showing for your man's sacrifice?
If a lady keeps spending your money on worthless stuff, then there is no respect.
Some of y'all are confusing the whole femininity and the soft life with freeloading. No. And before I get those women in the comments, a marriage is 50-50. That is half my money too. While I would agree that a marriage is 50-50, and if you're at home taking care of the home while he's out providing, yes, it's all one thing. But don't sit there and spend the money when he's coming home to a dirty house, a wife who doesn't take care of herself, a wife who's sitting here scrolling on social media all day, and there's no dinner made, the house is a wreck, the kids are dirty, you know, the list goes on and on. So if spending money is your love language, you better make sure stewardship is your dialect, because last I checked, reckless does not build legacy.
It's okay to spend money from time to time, but when there is nothing being provided equally, and she puts it before the bills, then it's a no-go.
A man who goes to work every day and provides for his woman, right? He trusts his woman so much that he allows her access to the bank account. What she does, to handle the financial whatever, right? Yeah. So what this woman now does is she goes and she takes out a little bit at a time. So the gentleman who was speaking on the topic said that it's considered stealing. So in your perspective, what do you consider that? Like, would it be stealing if she did take a little by little, like secretively?
Why would she be taking the money secretively?
Honestly, to make sure that she has a backup plan, probably.
There's a direct reason why banks tell you not to share your banking info with anyone else, and now we know it. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.